Hello, sweet souls. This is your second reading of the day. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive. Center to myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angels, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. Now, I was thinking about this morning, how when you have your awakening, you have a certain level of awareness, understanding about how we make our soul plan. We come here, we have specific lessons we need to learn. And so we understand that. We do. But there are times after your awakening where you are setting boundaries, you have self-love, you know your value, you know your worth, and people do things to you and you're asking yourself, what is the lesson in that? Like, what am I supposed to learn from that experience? And what I've come to realize, for those that are awakened, what I've come to realize is sometimes it's not our lesson to learn. However, we agreed to, I'll go in, I will allow you to deceive or betray, I will allow you to cyberstalk, bully, and I will be the catalyst. So you're not necessarily in that experience to learn the lesson, but the catalyst for this person's karma and an opportunity for them to learn the lesson. So, for example, I'm just give you an example. Say you have, since your awakening, you have this amazing friend. You set boundaries. It's an equal energy exchange. Everything is aligned. But one day this friend deceives and betrays you in the worst way. So you're asking yourself, what in the heck was I supposed to learn from that? I did everything right. Well, you agreed with that friend before you came here. Look, I'm going to come back into this reality. I'm going to allow you to deceive or betray me. But from that experience, you're going to get karma, and you're going to be repeatedly reminded of your thoughts, your words, and your actions toward a true friend. And you're going to learn a lesson, or you're going to be given an opportunity to learn this lesson because I was a willing participant. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. And I feel like oftentimes after our awakening, it's not us that is needing to learn the lesson. We are the bringer of karma. We are the catalyst to awakenings. And I feel like that's what this reading is about. I already pulled cards and asked, what is this reading about? And so there's been a whole group that has done everything to participate in deceiving and betraying you. A whole group. And they've been doing it a really long time. The goal was to get you in balance, to create instability financially, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. But they were attacking what God was calling you to do creatively. You see, the Eight of Pentacles is someone that has mastered a skill. Whether you've done it before in this life or not, 9 times out of 10 you haven't. But it's a gift and a talent from a past life. This is who you are, and this is what you came here to create. So this was the subject of focus, but it didn't work. Because when you have a destiny to fulfill, and this is what you're called to create because it's a part of your destiny, no one or nothing can interfere with it. They can't. They're going to be heartbroken. And the spiritual realm is saying, look, we're telling you this because we want you to know how far you've come. You're in Empress energy. You're in bad A energy. You know how to attract, manifest. You know how to create. You know how to love, give that loving energy. You know how to set boundaries. You're highly intuitive. So I feel like they're saying, look, as far as the gang stalking and the people that are in low vibrational energy, the one thing they want you to remember is you signed up to participate, to be a catalyst for their karma. You are the bringer of karma. This is what I'm getting with this reading and the download that I got. So let's ask for confirmation, clarification from these cards, okay? Let's just see what we get. And, maybe they need you to know this because it helps you to understand it. It's easy in the human form because we're all emotion. We're all nerve endings. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. people's bad behavior, their words, their thoughts, the energy projection. It hurts. But maybe you're meant to know this so that you can shift your perspective and say, you know what? I'm no victim. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of flying monkeys coming for me, but you know what? I'm the catalyst for their karma. I am the catalyst. I am the bringer of karma. All right, let's look. Three of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Yeah. These people have been operating in very distorted, low vibrational energy. I feel it's ego, false pride, it's selfishness, and you are the bringer of their karma. You absolutely are. You are the one that they came for, that they will be forced to see from another perspective. And in part, it has to do with what God is calling you to create. Look at this. You are the bringer of karma. I cannot make it up. You are the bringer of karma. And it is tied into what it is you're being called to create. For example, say you have a spiritual platform. Not all of you do. Whatever you're being inspired to speak in conjunction with the memories of the things that they've done, which they will be flooding in for them, it's going to bring about so much karma in their reality. It teaches them a lesson in humility, you know? And I feel like that is what is happening here. It's your love. It's your loving energy. It's your spiritual gifts. Empress, Queen of Cups. Yes. All right, let's look at the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, yeah. Yeah. You see, these people grouping together to come for you is only going to put them in the Four of Cups, knowing it was an unwise choice. Massive regret. For some of them, it could even be embarrassment. They're in devil energy and they're being blocked. They're being forced to shut their mouth, I just heard, because your legacy is huge. So by them coming for you in the Eight of Pentacles, God turns the Eight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles right before their eyes, right in front of them. Generational wealth, building your legacy. So, yeah, it's like sit down and shut up. Sit down and shut up. All right, let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is a maniacal plans at the hands of a karmic couple, one of them being a third party, that they've been enacting for quite some time. They have. But here you are, you know, receiving offers, love, career opportunities, being loved and celebrated, victory and success. So it's like no matter what they have done, God just continues to elevate you. While at the same time, you are the catalyst for these people's karma, their awakening. Please clarify the Two of Pentacles. I feel like that energy is going to go back, but it's not going to go back without the information tagged to it. So they're showing me, you know, the little tags that are tied. It's like the energy is going back to them of instability, financial lack, but with a little note from Spirit. The note is a visual reminder of why, what they did to you. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. These are people that operate in greed. And when this Two of Pentacles, this instability goes back, they're going to be reminded. Why? Because they came for a healer. That's why. This is why you're having money issues. Because of the choices and decisions you made. Absolutely. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like them targeting you in the Eight of Pentacles energy. You know, doing what God inspires you to do. God just continually blesses you with more. you're being loved and celebrated for what it is you are doing for others. It's because you've been guided to move on and you are protected by the spiritual realm. So I'm telling you, these people, the more they come for you, the more God blesses you. And he does it right in front of their face. Like, sit down and shut up. I don't know why I keep getting sit down and shut up. They're going to be heartbroken. 3 of Swords. The more they do, the more you grow. The more they try to interfere with your finances, the more you're financially blessed. And if you haven't been yet, keep believing for it. 3 of Swords. Yeah. They're sitting in an illusion and the tower's falling. What's the tower? All that chaos and conflict is being returned to them. All the energy, all the projections, the hate, the lies, the interference is going to go back and they will experience that. They will. Tell me about the Empress energy. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting a different energy here. Your past person that should have been a match to you may have chose a Queen of Cups. You predicted to this person, if you go in that direction, it's going to end very painfully for you. You knew this person operating in their ego, trying to hurt you. They didn't hurt you. They hurt themselves. And you warned this person. And now they're in heartbreak because they're blocked from your energy and they are the ones that's unstable. In regret. That's that energy being returned. Absolutely. All right. You know, there's a whole low vibrational group of people that thought it was a smart idea to come for you. What they didn't realize, you were God's secret weapon. You signed a contract with these people to allow them to cyberbully, to deceive, betray, to try to come for you because you are the bringer of karma. You're the catalyst for their awakening. They don't realize it, but they will. They will. Yeah, I see them in part learning this by way of what God inspires you to create. You are definitely the catalyst to their karma. Please clarify the 3 of Pentacles. Catalyst for their awakening and their karma. Yes, you bring about change for these people. You are the mirror that reflects back to these people their wounding. This whole group. Could be a whole party group. Oops, too many. Yeah, it could be a married couple with a third party here, and they're watching. So God knows they're watching. God knows they're watching, and God is inspiring you to speak on certain things if you have a platform. Even if you don't have a platform, God is inspiring you to act and move in a certain way that is going to get the point across, the message across. This whole group that participated in deceiving and betraying are going to be in the 4 of Cups. It's an unwise choice. The blockage here is they're bound to the enemy. They're dark. And so what God is doing is like, okay, you want to get together and try to attack one person and what I'm calling that person to create. I'm going to bless them in the biggest way that you can imagine. Your head is going to be spinning by how I bless this person. And I'm going to do it right in front of you. But I'm also going to flood you with memories of the heinous things you did. I'm going to shame you so that you know this is not acting in humility. 10 of Swords. Yeah, because you try to create burdens for someone that works for me. This is God, you know, celestial weaver. You're a teacher, you're a guide, you're a mentor. You're here for a divine purpose. So they've been doing it a really long time. It's like nefarious plots and plans, a Jezebel and a narcissist. What a loving combo there. And it doesn't matter. You're still receiving offers. You're still being loved and celebrated, having victory and success. Financial security, stability, confidence, creativity, all off the charts. Yeah, receiving your blessings. I love it. I love it. Their attempt to juggle you is going to go back, or to put you in a financial space of compromise. It's going to go back. And this is greedy people that they're going to be forced here to know this is why. This is why you're struggling. You came for a star. You made the decision to come for a healer, and this is what happens. Yeah, it's like you learning to love yourself and walk away from these individuals. They can no longer use your own energy against you. I don't know why they're saying that. They can't manipulate your mind. They can't elicit response. They were using your own energy against you, but now you took that love, you poured it into yourself, and you left. Now they have is their darkness. The blockage, a player and a witchy woman, Knight of Wands and a Queen of Swords on the fence. Left in their own dark energy. Yeah. Do you know what? I feel so Spirit's saying somebody's crying uncle. You know, and when you're a kid and you pull somebody's finger back and you have to say uncle, somebody's crying uncle. Now they want to send you a message because they're crying uncle because you are walking karma. And they can't handle it. They can't handle the heat. They wanted to bring it, but they didn't want to receive it. Your creative projects, the more they came for your creative projects, the more God was blessing you. There are people celebrating what it is you are bringing to humanity. God moved you on to peace, and God is protecting you because it is his calling over your life. It was your soul agreement, okay? 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. You're a powerful energy, all on your own, obviously. You're a magician. You know how to alchemize. You know how to turn that negative energy projection through prayer, through meditation, into blessings in your life. And Ace of Wands, this is your soul's calling. You following your passion, a gift from God. It's beautiful. They're going to be sorely disappointed, in a heartbreak, in an illusion, going through a tower, because all that chaos and conflict is going to go right back to everyone that participated. 3 of Swords. Yeah, the plans trapped them. Just trapped them. They're going to be forced to reflect. Like I said, they're going to be flooded with memories of what they did and the consequences for their actions, because you're the catalyst for their awakening. You bring karma. The Empress energy here. What I'm getting is you had someone that should have been a match that went toward a Queen of Cups, and you warned this person. You tried to. You were like, look, you go to that energy. They're going to deceive and betray you. But you also knew they were operating in ego. Yeah. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. It's going back to them. Whatever they wished for you, whether it's financial lack, someone cheating on you, this is going back to them. It's confirmation for the downloads, what they're speaking to me. Yeah. They're not going to believe this. The 7 of Cups on the fence, the blockage, they're going to be blindsided. This person that operates in ego can't fathom that anyone would cheat on them, that anyone would reject them. They're going to be blindsided. Yeah. They're also, looks like being bullied by a lower vibrational. That Queen of Cups energy, she's not truly a Queen of Cups. That's how she presents, he or she, as loving and kind and intuitive and motherly. No. It's a love bomber gaslighter that has been bullying your past person. Yeah, this isn't a wish come true. This is not a wish come true. They're in heartbreak. Complete and utter devastation. Not only that they were in an illusion and they believed this person was someone other than they were, but that your creative projects are growing and prospering and they can't do a thing about it. You're having victory and success, and they're going through a tower. They're shocked. They can't believe it. They don't know how this happened. But like I said, you're the instrument for karma and awakenings. After your awakening, it was no longer about your lesson, but you teaching other people lessons, being an active participant in that. So, all right, give me 1 second. I'm going to get from another deck. Okay, so let's do some from What's the Gossip. And I feel that in part, the spiritual realm is explaining this to you because it helps you to take the emotional aspect out, to understand that you agreed to be the catalyst for this person's karma and their awakening. So at least that's what I feel that they're trying to convey. Let's see what's going on here. I mean, how strong you must be that you have multitude of people coming against you and you still vibrate in the Empress energy, man or woman. You're still filled with so much love. So much love. It's amazing. Yeah. This person that worked with this very toxic group, they wanted so bad to get a status upgrade, to look like they were high on the hog. They were somebody that everyone should praise. It blocked them. If anything, they have a bad reputation now. There's no new achievements. There's no improved social standing. There's no lifestyle elevation or next level. They blocked their own progression by their free will actions to work against you with others. Yeah. And it's tied into a karmic partner that they join forces with, which is also a blockage for them. It says temporary relationships, seasonal companionship, short-term warmth until spring. Something could be happening in the spring, which is only a few months away. Yeah, they may be, it says lesson learned, wisdom gained, completing cycles, growth through experience. I'm wiser now. By spring, this person may be learning a very powerful lesson. And a lot of it has to do with what God inspires you to create. You are the self-made, God-made energy, independent success, overcoming odds, creating your own path, and built from nothing. God is definitely using you as an example, but also the catalyst for their awakening and karma. Yeah, continue to enable boundaries, saying no firmly, protecting your peace. Yeah, the blockages, it's payback time. Everything's being returned. Consequences returning, karma's cycle, what goes around, time to settle accounts. You are the bringer of karma. When they decided to do what they did against you, there is the boomerang effect that is going back to all involved. Yeah, this person has commitment issues. They're fake, afraid to settle down, avoiding intimacy, fear of loss of freedom. It's complicated. Well, all that energy is being returned to them. Whatever they did in this energy, it's going right back. Yeah, it's going to bring it with it a wake-up call. Spiritual awakening, sudden clarity, urgent awareness, can't ignore anymore. There's you, CEO energy, taking control, natural leadership, confidence in business. I'm the boss. You humbled someone. You definitely humbled someone. You could have a surprise meeting with someone as well. Blind date, it doesn't have to be romance. This can also be you running into someone that is meant to help you with your business, with your career, because we got booked busy. You are going to be full schedule, no time to waste, success on the calendar. And now the person that was playing all these games with a group of others, they're realizing they're in a situationship, unclear boundaries, mixed signals, more than friends, less than lovers. What are we? I feel this person's waking up like, what in the heck did I choose? What is this? Because it's a sneaky link, that is the blockage for them. Hidden encounters, private meetings, discreet intimacy, and nobody needs to know. Well, it created a blockage in their life. But this was a part of their soul plan. Yeah. See, this is an energy vampire, and you had your ascension. You have elevated, and you're glowing now. You are glowing up. You know, overnight success and glow up. This person may be looking at you and saying, I can't believe how amazing they look, how amazing they're doing, what they're creating. They could be in shock. It says rapid rise, sudden recognition, unexpected breakthrough, and all eyes on me. You know, God is definitely highlighting your wins because you don't compete with others. You don't compare yourself to others. You just want to be better than you were the day before. Yeah. The blockage is they got love bombed. Your past person got love bombed. Intense affection too quickly, excessive attention, overwhelming charm, and hidden control. They were love bombed by the sneaky link that they hooked up with, possibly married. It's their blockage. But it's a part of their soul contract. They had a soul contract with a sneaky link because that soul contract would have taught them a lesson. They agreed to make this huge mistake, lose the love of their life, hook up with a sneaky link, and crash and burn. This was a part of their soul contract because it was going to teach them the most. Yeah, it's a friend. It's like friend zone, platonic trap, unreciprocated feelings, stuck as friends, like a sibling to me. This sneaky link doesn't view your person as a lover. They view them as a friend at best. There's no true emotion there. There's no love. You're not focused on that. You're focused on your luxury life, comfortable wealth, indulgence, enjoying rewards because I deserve it. Whether it's come in yet or not, it will. Believe for it. Give thanks and gratitude for it. Yeah, it's because you are now in your safe space, emotional sanctuary, comfortable solitude, protected vulnerability, and here I am safe. By releasing these energies, by not allowing them to affect you on an emotional, physical, or spiritual level, you are in this safe energy. You're able to maintain a high vibration and attract all you desire. Yeah, now you are in a speak up energy, expressing needs, defending yourself, courage to confront. Your voice matters. You're in that Queen of Swords energy now. You are being your true authentic self. You're speaking your truth and you really don't care what anyone has to say about it. If you don't like the truth that comes out of your mouth, you say to them, then don't listen. Move on. You're being unapologetically you. Yeah. They were catfished by Sneaky Link, who is also a drama queen, and you're in the retirement goals, energy, long-term stability, future planning, relaxation, earned living the dream, and it was all a part of divine timing. It was only a matter of time before the shoe was on the other foot, and you ghosted this person from your past. You're not giving any energy. They're a walking red flag to you. You know that they are daydreaming about wanting to repeat a cycle with you, but no can do. Yeah, they're a clout chaser who wears mini masks. They have a poker face. And so you're just out. You're not in the running for that prize because it is no prize. So I think I'm going to leave this reading here. I thought it was a pretty interesting reading and it makes sense. I hope that it helped you, and I hope I was able to effectively communicate what Spirit was communicating with me, because there definitely is important information and an awareness that will help you if you need it. So I love you guys so much. I am scheduling for the last week of December. If you are interested, please share the videos, like and subscribe. You guys are amazing. I love you very much, and I'll see you on the last reading. Bye, guys.